From VTV Channel 6 Studios in downtown Vernal, this is Local Point with your host, Chris Piner.
Welcome to Local Point, brought to you by Strata. I'm your host, Chris Piner. Joining me in the studio, we have today Robin Mcclellan and members of Uintah High's drill team. So, well, one right now. I guess you're a member too, right?
Sure.
Why not? Why not?
Why not?
Now, we've had you on before. Coach Mcclellan, just a year ago, we were in these very same seats and celebrating yet another in a string of victories for the Uets. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's exciting.
It's pretty cool. It is exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
And just recently, you've come home with another.
Yeah, Lucky 7.
Yeah.
I've called it Lucky 7.
Lucky
so
7.
February 2nd, 2013 at UVU. So.
Wow. I mean, 7.
Yep,
That's
Lucky
pretty
7.
cool. Well, you've got, see, you passed up Michael Jordan and all the others. And you got the rings too, right? You get rings for these.
If they want, yeah.
Look at this one.
Got a few.
Look at this one. This is last year's, right?
Yep.
Championship ring. Are you going to do that kind of thing again this year?
Sure, I mean, if they want to do a ring, they can do rings.
You're going to run out of fingers, though. You have to start getting
so.
toe rings, right? No, well, that's pretty cool. Let's talk a little bit about who we have here. Tanesha, how long have you been on the drill team?
This is my second year on the drill team.
This is second year,
Yep.
and you're a captain this year.
Yes.
This is your senior year also. All right. So what was it like this year? Was it any different from your first year's experience?
It was interesting. We've had a hard year, but it was definitely worth it. It was a fun year.
What do you mean by a hard year? Was it just the hard work, a lot of
Well, there
effort
was a
in
lot
this
of
one?
hard work, a lot of practices, but we had some challenging circumstances, I guess.
Things that
Yeah,
happen,
I think,
just
I think so.
events.
I'll just jump in. Every year is different, and every year has its own unique challenges.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So, like I think your first year, you're just learning the ropes. Everything's so new.
Yeah.
And then you have expectations of what the next year. But for me as a coach, and I'm sure these guys as team members, just different things every year come up.
Yeah,
So.
it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
Give us a little glimpse inside drill team. What is it like? When do you start? What time of the year?
Okay, so
You've
we
just
had,
finished this one.
We had tryouts at the end of April last year. So you practice all summer. You have July off. Well, you get July off, and then you go until the end of February.
And then what happens in a practice? That's a long, I don't think anybody has that long of a season, do they? That's
Yeah.
incredible. No wonder they're such good
But
athletes.
I think most athletes in their off season are doing things
Are
too.
still
so
practicing and-
we just have more formal.
Get-togethers.
Conditioning. And
Conditioning,
all that, yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So tell me though, what happens at practice?
So when you first get there, we'd condition a little bit, running and stuff. And then at the first of the year, we'd work on a lot of technique. But by the end of the year, we were just running routines and cleaning a lot.
Right, to get
So
them
we were
just
all
perfect.
together and precise, yeah.
There's so much more than I'll ever understand that goes into
Yeah,
this.
it's really all about looking like one person on the floor. That's the unique thing about precision dance. I think the only thing, it's a synchronized swimming, and then when diving, what exactly, pair diving? I don't know exactly what they call it.
But
when
they
you're
do it at the
synchronized
exact
diving.
same.
Those are the really two, other
Right.
sports that you can really compare it to. So, it's
Well, those
it's
are
got
pretty.
its
Those are pretty
challenges.
cool
Yeah.
sports to compare it to, right?
Yeah.
Why don't they have? Do they have drill team or anything like that? Precision dance in the Olympics?
No, they don't. They don't. We should, huh?
Knowing what
Athleticism.
what the drill
artistry.
team puts into this, I mean, they are real athletes, and I
Yeah, you
can
really
see 'em do
combine
that.
athleticism and artistry together. So it's kind of, you pull from the arts that way and then also from the athletic world. So for me, it's the best of both. I
It is
love
the best of both,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, everybody loves to watch you. It's always a treat. So, all right. So you're conditioning and you're practicing and cleaning, and it all culminates with the competitions. How many competitions do you in a year? How many do you go to?
Do you know?
Yes, we go to 3 invitationals, and then you go to region, and then if you qualify for state, then you go to state.
Then you go to state. And in addition, I know I see the football half times, and that's early in the year.
Yes.
So do you do other sports as well? You're performing in the schools?
Yeah, so
and-
we're sports entertainment for the high school.
Right.
But it works for us because it gives us valuable invaluable, really, performing experience, and we needed it this year. We had a lot of rookies, so we did everything we could possibly do. We did JV games, we
Every
did
moment
varsity.
you had to perform.
So that's a lot of time for these kids too, to come back and do all those performances. And then we did sophomore JV, varsity basketball games, and it's just a great, you can't really recreate performance in practice. So
it's a good opportunity in front of an audience to have that.
Yeah.
So you did it as much as you could.
Because a lot of
Well,
things
you're an
happen.
integral part of Uintah High School. I can't imagine the place without the Uets, especially now. We're very proud of you. Very proud of you. All right, well, I want to talk a little bit more about what happened at State this year. But first, we're going to take a quick message, and then we'll talk with another one of the team captains. Is that right? All right. We'll be right back to hear more from Uintah's drill team after this message from our sponsor, Strata Networks.
Strata Networks is proud to bring the first true 4G LTE network to the Uintah Basin. 4G LTE is the most powerful mobile broadband available anywhere in the world. With speeds up to 10 times faster than 3G, you can stay connected like never before. Video chat without delay, stream HD TV or movies in an instant, and download or upload in seconds. For details, visit us in Roosevelt or Vernal or call 622-5007. More speed, more power. 4G LTE, only from Strata Networks.
Welcome back to Local Point. Joining me are members of the Uintah High drill team, Coach Mcclellan, and another one of our team captains, Kamberli Anderson. It's good to have you here with us, Kamberli.
Thank you.
Well, I'll have to ask you the same thing that I asked Tanesha in the first half. How long have you been doing drill team?
This is my third year.
You're 3 years. You got to do it all 3 years.
Yeah.
Wow. How many girls on the team did it for 3 years? This year, one.
I'm the only one.
Hey. Yeah. All right. Well, very good. Very good.
Yes.
And how have the years been different for you? Has it been different each year?
Yeah, the first year was very different. Robin wasn't there, and it was kind of a different experience.
That's right. It was a different coach that year. That's right.
But I mean, last year was different just because it was only my second year, and I wasn't 100% sure on everything. But this year has been pretty good.
Felt like you had a little better.
Yeah, I had a little more of a grasp on what was happening.
Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about what you did this year as far as the dances. What are the categories? Because they're different because of the competition nature of it. There are actually categories that you compete in. What are the categories?
So the ones for region and state are military dance, and this year it was kick, high kick. 80% of your routine had to be kicks. We did about 95% kicks. That's one of the reasons our routine did so well. And then it rotates, and they're going to. So next year, that third category will be character. And then at the invitationals, we also can do other routines. We can do hip hop, lyrical. They have an officers category, but those three: military, dance, and kick. Those are what you compete in for region and state.
And then we always see the ever popular drill down.
Yeah, that's the one portion of the competition that they can do an individual part, just individual competition.
Would they do that? Do they score that as well? Do you?
No, it's just
a fun.
It's all about focus, and you just drill down to the top girls, the girls that stay in. You either get out or in.
Yeah.
And it's done by.
How do you like that part, Kamberli?
I like it a lot. I'm not very good at it, but I enjoy doing it.
It's fun to watch. I'm always entertained by that thing. I'm captivated by it, watching everything I can. No, it's a lot of fun. Well, very good, very good. So you did the kick was the thing that was different this year from last year, and I think you did a great job of explaining that. Last year, what was it again? It was
last year we did a Japan theme.
It was a theme. That was the
character. You can have music.
Okay.
Your costume and your choreography can carry a theme.
All right.
So in kick, you also can have but you can also have props. You just can't have a backdrop, like the thing in the back.
Yeah.
That's a novelty. But kick, you can have a theme, but the main thing is you have to have 80% of your routine should be high kicks.
Should be high kicks. So next year, will it go back to character, or is there a third thing that?
As far as I know, they're going to go back to character. The reason they're not doing novelty and character are really close together. They're just novelty. You could bring in big backdrops and staging, trying to get away from that.
The big theatrics.
Downsize.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so next year, do you have any idea, or is that something you would probably not want to mention right today?
No, but I'm always thinking. So
okay. All right. You got your mind on it anyway. We could needle just a little bit. No. Well, we've seen some beautiful things come out of the Uets in the past number of years, and I know it's going to be magnificent. So the mind is already working on it.
Yeah.
When do you get going again?
We'll start again after in the end of April again to tryouts for the next year, and then I practice about 3 weeks in May, and then
Will you know right at that time what you're going to be doing for the character and
I'll start
really
work,
start going?
I try to give myself a couple weeks just
take your mind
downtime.
away from it.
But you know, it's like any coach; they're always thinking about it. So, or
Right.
director. So
Yeah, you always have your mind going. Maybe even a
Yeah.
couple years in it, ahead,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Sometimes.
Well, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. We always look forward to seeing the Uets in the parades too in the summertime, and on the unicycles or whatever else you have up your sleeve. But it seems like the unicycle is it's kind of been a little bit of a signature.
Yeah.
Well, is there a reason for it?
Oh yeah, it's
is
to
it?
get over the I can't. It's
Yeah.
all about this. It's all about you can do really anything that you put your mind to, and you can do hard things, and you can conquer difficult. And once they get that, they say I can do it, then they can really do anything.
Ride a
So-
unicycle. There are not many people in society who can say that. So that is
more
true.
and more all these Uets.
Well, yes, the Uets are spreading that one
And it's
around.
really good for teamwork. They have to help each other. They have to learn a lot. They have to learn a lot of skills just by doing it. So
Yeah, they do.
it's fun. We get a lot of mileage
I
out of
knew
it.
there was more to it. All right, Kamberli, tell me about. I mean, you did great this year. You swept at region. How was that? That
It felt
day.
so good.
Where were you, by the way? You were at Juan Diego.
Juan Diego.
Was it Juan Diego?
Yeah. It felt like I couldn't even grasp it for a little while because it just felt so good. Like
That
did
payoff.
it, you know? Yeah.
So you must have had days. Did you ever have? Can you confess this? Now you're a senior too, right? So 3 years.
Yeah.
Did you ever have days where you go, "Why? What am I doing? How did I get involved in this? What's going on?" And then you realize the payoff,
Yeah.
right?
That's definitely when it realized that's why I just did this all year long.
Yeah. Robin, it always amazes me that there's such a short time between region and state. It was
I'd
just
rather have
a week or so,
this
wasn't
time,
it?
Yeah, I'd rather have 2 weeks, but that's how it worked out. And these kids were great. I had such just kudos to them and their families, and our crowds have been amazing. And Uintah High, I love Uintah High students, so it's really fun to work there and be involved.
And they love you guys. We've run out of time, and I wanted to get to state. I mean, the feeling at UVU, I've heard everybody
it.
just screaming about it. It was just
Yeah.
so
It was
exciting.
awesome.
I could see you both smile when I even mention
Yeah, I
it.
still get chills.
Congratulations on that again.
Thanks.
Yeah, so it's wonderful to work that hard and get that kind of a payoff.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys coming again today. We thank you for watching today's show. That's all for now. Please join us next time right here on VTV Channel 6.